こっち側は動いてるかな。テストテスト。配信スタート押した。来たね。はい、今確認します。こっち側はよし。今日は2022年9月の9日、ゾロ目ですね。18時32分、夕方の6時半になります。王様の夏休み的には最終日。まあ明日土日ではありますが、夏休みは最終です。悲しい。では、ディスコエリジウムのね、続き、第7回目やっていきたいと思います。だいぶマップが広がってちょっと困惑しましたが、あの村、漁村か。もうなんか薬中とアル中となんか子供をたくさん抱えたお母さんと老人しかいなかったもう貧困の塊みたいな街がありましたが、その先まだあるのかな。そこを覗いてみて、そしたら一旦話進んだ人いるかもしれないから一周して見るみたいな感じで遊んでみたいと思います。では。そう、4日目だね。このゲームってそういえばあれかな、時間制限ってあんのかな。4日目の朝です。よいしょ。変わったかな。
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind.
特にないですね。鏡のチェックなんかできるようになったかな。
A mirror hangs on the
まだ低
bathroom
い。
wall. In it,
非常
your
に低い。
clean-shaven face, adorned with
手さばき、
the
道具
expression.
は、
You're still not
無手
accustomed
であ
to
れ
it.
ばあれかな。よいしょっと。外そう。これでどうなんだ。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
あれ
In it, your clean-shaven face,
掃除をする
adorned
ための
with
道具ってこと
the
か。
expression. You're still not
チェーン
accustomed
カッ
to it.
ターで蛇口をね、チェーンカッター。チェーンカッターってなんだ。その持ってたっけ。右手には変わらず。あんじゃん、チェーンカッター。
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
お、
In
チ
it,
ェーンカッタ
your
ーでゴブゴブ
clean-shaven。face, adorned with
何度も
the
できるしな。
expression.
やっとこ
You're still not.
う。
The
いきなり
chain
外し
cutters
た。
slip out of your hands
いきなり気力が下がっ
to
た。
twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've
百
probably
科事典
never
も低い。
been
なんでこんなに低いんだ。電気価格なんか。これもホワイトチェックだよね。やるだけやっとこう。
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. Forever show. Yours, if it doesn't rhyme, you're not run out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air. What didn't we? There is a vast ocean of time between. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust, the click is used to spur on a horse. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix. Because, unlike Guillaume Lemaitre, you have some understanding of the near history of disco. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume with a champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
あ、少し上がったんだ、電気価格。でも 8%。ひどいな。だいぶあれも手に入れたな。今1個やってんだよな。目視録でか。取って損するものはあるまい。ないよね。
The fan stands still.
たまにはベランダに特になし。この曲いいよねって言おうと思った瞬間に止まってしまった。 このお姉さん絶対傭兵
The
だと思うんだよ
door
な。
is closed. Still nothing.
ベランダにいたよね。おはよう。キムさんおはよう。
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right? Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
今夜の部屋代払っとくか。
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but
よし、片っ端からこの家このバーの中はやっとこうか。
Oh, hello, dear. There you are
は
again.
い。こいつら何なんだろ
Again? I can't believe this
うな。お
shit.
前ら何
You
なんだ。
might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Yes? What is it?
お、そう、歌。
That was pretty good.
Huh, that was. Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this.
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
She actually did.
It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
バールのようなものを常に持っていないといいかもな。これで箱は開けれないもんね。よし。思考だ。
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right. They are, but they don't seem to. No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous in the far back. And from his perch at the end of the table. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
このドア
You
なん
see
だろう
a
な。
heavy steel door, the cobalt blue, old cobalt paint.
なんか話さない方がいいみたいに言ってたんだ。ちょっとスルーしよう。よし。漁村。残りの漁村。ここに移動する。教会。これか？よいしょ。ここだけマウスを使わないとダメかな。確かこの北の方行ってないんだよね。お金も稼がないから今日の宿代はいいけど明日以降の宿代がまずいぞ。なんかよいしょ。ドラム缶。
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune
これは
in
開か
front
な
of
い。
it. The door hasn't been.
It's military. A service depot of some. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might
3%
be.
あかんな。3% にチャレンジする5の者はいるんだろうか。お、なんかさっぱりした感じのポロシャツか？白いポロシャツ。ああ、共感下がるんだ。ところでポロってなんだ？いや、マジでポロってなんだ？両方ともなんだじゃないか。あ、でも今王様変なの着ける。ロンリー。そう、これ着よう。ちょっと。 方に目がなるんだ。ああ、はいはいはい。下になったとこね。お、スキルポイント獲得。どうしようかな。なんか振った方がいいかな。手さばきいろいろ変えるけど5も振ってんだよな。これ振るか。耐久振って体力上げるか。よし。で44、うん、ちょっと安心。なんだろう。
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet.
ああ、
Looks like
罠
the
ね。
same one you saw Morel. The reeds shake sadly in the wind picks up here, near the cape's end. Surround locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. No, you weren't.
The reeds shake sadly. The wind picks up here.
そうか、罠もチェックしなきゃいけないのか。ここでさすがに行き止まりか。気持ちいい。香り付きスカーフ。これはいいものの予感。いやダメだ。暗いなこの海は。これで行き止まりかな。穴があってつなげるな。教会だもんね。多分行ったはず。よし、ここのところ行ってなかったところ行こう。あれ、このなるとワープができないんだよな。何をするとワープできるようになる。ファストトラベルできるようになるんだろう。教会の前ならどうだ。あ、よしよしよし。よいしょ。あ、誰かいる。お、誰だお前ら。
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it.
シンプルかつエレガントなスローガン。ファック・ザ・ワールド。
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could like...
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like...
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man,
誰だスカルト。
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snick.
which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop.
Murder?
Yeah, sure. We'll get...
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah.
These punks don't know anything.
Hey, stop right there.
Oh, this sounds like epistemology.
Exactly. How...
We should move along.
Knowing.
It seems that we can only...
Precisely. You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The question was rhetorical. The
Bessemer time. or the best material.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swag.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and...
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Genrock. Or you...
I can't wait to become a...
No, they really aren't. It's porno tuning.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right prop.
Yeah, a true artist of the...
By the way, if you see...
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet, because we can be just as psycho...
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in. It's the...
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much.
Hey, there's no need...
Yeah, didn't you cops like...
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Yeah, we're not fucking kids. And we're also not fucking...
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez.
Apart from the unions themselves.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna...
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm. What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes... The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they see. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Pipe... What I mean by this is...
It seems that the young man has...
Like I said before, many men keep searching for...
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the...
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't certain that you get more fish in a shorter time. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass...
Yes? Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. What are you implying? No, I don't. What are you implying? Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down, that seems about right. Especially considering...
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or... You don't need us around for your secret whisper
お
party,
お
do you?
これがあんのか。一回勝負か。これをくれってのは厳しいな。だどうしよ
That ride is fucking lightning.
hey, piss. Look who it is.
う。なんで2人セット
That ride is fuck.
Hey,
それセッ
piss.
トか。
Look who it is.
薄明かりだから。これね、肉体ね。装備でどうにかならんかな。これか。薄明かり増えるな。逆に薄明かり減るもんつけてないかな。だね。で、さらに薬関係で、なんか体力上がるもの。これか。ビール飲めないのかな。右手にビールを持っていけるいける。えい。 気力は下がったか構わん。これでどうだ。これでだいぶ。
That ride is
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
72%。ここまで引
Shrunken
っ張って負
cockhead
けたら
material.
よろしく。
No,
Yes, sir.
no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and
さりげな
scary.
く。
The boys dream about suggest their massive skulls.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when
Wow, you boys are ambitious.
おお、煽る
Only
煽る。
prospects and already planning a coup in the sky.
He gets it. Passive aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skull.
Fuck.
お、服をもらった。
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you. This case doesn't require us to go undercover.
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with
I don't know, Eric. It's cold.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
かわいそうっ
The
す。
cops fucked us.
演劇と、あ、これもお下がり強くなんだ。持ってて損はないな。直前にスキルを振り直せるもんね。マジこれだ。これを見て。
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
This is Precinct 57.
Nice.
How may I... 57.
in the cabin you see
よし。お前さんは久しぶりだな。
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
共感。ああ、そっかね。一個共有したからか。これはひどい。これは勝ち目ないな。
an old monument stand. A lorry abandoned by the smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. You close the road.
これなんか。お、地震な気がするぞ。あ、運動工場がこんなとこにあった。なんか地震な気がするな。
You caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather kills me.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
どういないな。
Right to work. Right.
まだストライクやつね。
There. Do you smell that? Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? Undoubtedly. And the scent is coming. Yes, now's your chance.
Hold on, Wandering Man. How can I help you? What's that, boy?
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while. Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism serious.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why? A fellow plains roamer in search of greater understanding. I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas. Some are, some aren't. It's a big institution.
All right, so if he isn't personally a...
But you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy. You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who... It was late one night as I was leaving the harbor. He was waiting on the... He asked me for a light. We shared...
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with...
No idea. I took it to a very old-school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas... The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarette, remembered Dobrava, and then he was gone.
ドブレバとアバダイナイーズ。
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers. Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper...
The man whispers a jaunty tune, a coastal breeze.
Like 修士学が共産主義をこうやらせようとしてんだろうか。降りれない。よいしょ。でもそうやね。あ、いていて。
Damn, that felt good. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better...
That means you should do it whenever you... That's the spirit.
なんで体力が回復するんだ?
Never forget.
Looking for something, Rond? Come to tell me to fuck up? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to... Apples. Fine.
He's given you the runner.
It's not...
Change the topic.
I'm not the only one. Look, people who've studied these things have said... Oh? Don't put...
さあ、空き瓶がだいぶ溜まったような気がするぞ。
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satis...
あんまり稼いでなかった。やばいやばい。明日の宿はあの貧乏くさい漁村で寝ることになってしまう。
Is this about the questions again?
ないか。そうそう、ハンコをね、取ってやったんだね。
The unpromising race pupil returns. I am...
You pick up on something artificial in his...
Find out.
Interesting.
There must be some friction there.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision. Also, to serve is noble. It takes the jam. Individualism. Rock and roll is... I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. We are the future. I am a descendant. No.
He would be appreciative if you did not.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Racist.
Welcome. He must think.
I am not like them. Correct. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever as an unlocked drawer slides out to greet you. The drawer slides.
石が強くなるのはないのか。何もないな。普通に頑張るか。
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, as whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't it? It appears to be a to-do list. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes. Special whirling borscht. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note...
One of his aides must have left it.
The special, or what is so special about this? Remember, Leo, all items on the list have been crossed out. Hundreds of documents, and the same material you already went through the drawer, so...
こんだけか。経験値を稼げたということで。お、急に訪れてくる。あ、サングラス。小綺麗なオフィス用サングラス。四角計算演劇、ああ。意外と見落としあるね。あ、そっちだね。
The payphone hangs mute. This is the night. You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown.
3%とも勝てる気がないっていうか、勝たせる気があるのかな。あ、このおじちゃん久々。
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we... Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old... Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling It's very, very good.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns...
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now he...
Oh, yes, yes. I leave... Oh, yeah. It's very...
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog...
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with... Oh, I did, mister.
タスクが増えた。このおっちゃんから、この太ったおっちゃんからお金をもらおう。
Yes, of course. It smells. We're getting crates and pallets caught. The whole place could probably... The lieutenant gives you... Meanwhile, Everard Clare clatters away.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
郵送しなきゃいけないのか。
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever.
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about.
No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone. Just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around. Yes, yes, the little coldest. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind? Mr. Dubois, really?
That's a non sequitur. If
Sure thing, Harry. We're all...
that note of...
You've already spoken with Manana as I...
That's all you're going to...
Now, was there anything else you wish to discuss?
空振りだ。ここからワープをできるのかな。できない。ポストだったか。ここからワープできるか。いけない。なんかファストトラベルのルールがよくわからんな。気軽にポーンと行かせてくれよ。ポストは
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito.
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the white envelope in the dark. About a week's worth of mail as for good or ill.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be one.
What does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
What do you see?
いまだに死体が下ろされてない。そう、この辺行ってないんだよな。どうやって行くんだろう、あれ。
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, eternite.
83% いけんだろ。
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of eternite. That's why
たまにこの成功とかこういう表示が出るようになるけど、何が違うんだ。今まで出てなかったよね。昨日の夜ぐらいから出てな気がするけど。
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
お、開いた。
What is this then? A tool?
Be still, my beating heart. It's the lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the...
お、はしご。上に来た。ん？上がれんのか？お、いけるいける。ヒントになるようなものは何もないですね。入れなくて気になったところ。この人は誰か殺してやれよ。
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Written it is all it does now.
耐久力上げよう。来た、耐久力。なんかこれで薬の類はあと肉体ビールで何とかするか。これでついに下ろせるか。何日間続けたこの人。72いけんだろ。
with his white eyes. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Did you after 7 days? Yeah.
The man before you is naked. But
ようやく死体をようやく検視できる。何日放置してたんだ。
His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his. The material appears to be ceramic. It's clean, delicate, and fragile. They feel alien to the world. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely, under the heel. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is a piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually...
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts with...
Nice. That makes sense.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre. The...
Fucking talking about underpants.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. For a full set, about...
For the northwest region of Revachol, and
Not too much, yes. I have no idea what that means. He worked for Cornell, like Joyce told us. This is military equipment, provided by a wealthy security...
A small bell-like sound. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
いややめよう。ろくなことにならない気がする。
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic...
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant... If trees were made of porcelain, this is what... The smooth, glossy surface. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678.
That doesn't sound like a serial number. Where's the structure and logic of...
True. It didn't have the cadence and logic of a real manufactured item.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema to run it later. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Yeah.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
ブーツを脱がすのはどうなんだろうな。
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and the hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lash. Oh my, there's something on the belt.
いや、しかし7回目の配信でようやく死体を調べられた。
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep...
Extremely. Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more... Right now, everything seems to fit their confession. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol? And your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened.
A map of the stars.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal...
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
A Trigger Sunshine.
Triggered is the world's...
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Protruding comically from their dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside.
I'm gone. What do you mean? It's the power of your... Go ahead. Into the wild pipe in the past. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo. Because you're a copperoony. Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No, you're not a Harry either. You're a because you have. Do I remind you?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure I got out of that one, Coppellini? Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and...
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs...
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying...
The monster comes back into focus. And
so, what do you think? I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up.
a pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion.
The fuck he said?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still... I agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing. His personality is no longer...
Totally dead. Absolutely.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of the...
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in tattoos. And
of course. You have questions, don't you? Come back later.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good... The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Climb up there and... There has to be a less risky way. Someone else? You mean like... the police? Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be...
Confirmed. I would really prefer if there was another way. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like...
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head
How? It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work.
Yeah, now we're talking.
No, miss!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea. Silence. With his elbow shut and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 armistice. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding.
God damn it.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking had.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break it. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate...
Kuno study too.
The lieutenant.
Remain collegial, officer. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearm. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just...
I only have...
This is the sorriest pair of...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal.
The fuck are you waiting for,
Kuno is silent. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss. Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Your field of view narrows. The branch.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
これレベルアップいけるかな。ちょっと止めて。あ、これか。これで上げて。あ、28%。まだまだだな。
Do it! Set me free!
You feel as though it would be dangerous.
Don't.
Do it!
撃ったらどうなんだろう。
Intense shit, copper.
Fucker waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
中発に話した。ああ、減ってしまった。これは厳しい。やめとこ
う。The lieutenant takes the gun.
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me, didn't shoot himself.
We need to go to the harbor and ask the leader of the union to have it taken down. They have the tools. I did not want us to be indebted to a man like Evra.
You need to suck my dick!
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across. It still kind of looks like a map of the gone. For you to discover. Someone close to someone who knows about his...
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it? What, bitch?
Not all of us. Act like that.
No one's moving anywhere. Do this shit again. And Kuno knows where you sleep. But you and Kuno are good for now.
撃っちまえばよかったな。
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his...
One word's out of you, pig shite.
You hear the Kuno?
No, you don't need to ever talk to these little shitheads again. It's much more...
You and Kuno are fucking...
Let's go.
このガキどもはもうあれだな。
The kid doesn't...
排除しよう。
The girl is ignoring...
あ、でもおとなしくなった。それはそれで。
The trash container stand. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong. tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, an old call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions.
あ、入れるんだ、ここから。あ、そういえばそうだったね。
Both cables are unplugged from the breaker box, somewhere in the dark. A giant electric somewhere, a machine hums along with the current. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top. Turning the crank feels it's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure?
So, なんか煙突に何かいるとかなんとかあったんですよ。すっかり忘れてた。暗い。これはライトをなんか持つとどうこう立ってない気がするぞ。これだな。
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
83%. いけ。
Something breaks loose in you. A mind.
お、人がいるぞ。
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear.
You hear a low.
簡単に開いたぞ。
After you, officer.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a nothing. Something's missing. There's no. The whole thing resembles.
ゲーム作ってたのかな、ここは。お、なんか開いた。スキルポイントが増えたな。今まだ時間かかってんな。もう一個つけるか。アンロック。中途半端なこれがあるけど、なんだろうな。これだ。缶。2階を開けておいたか。あ、開いてる。ダイスがいっぱい。こんにちは。
Hello, I'm Nia.
カスタムダイス職人。
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind of that?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps she's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
へえ。
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're fine. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your...
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are unnatural. This person means you or no one else. No falsehoods are present. She's an...
How did I become one? It was a business decision. Some of my friends were role players. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure? Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How...
Pieces of lodestone were used as the first... That's a stone.
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
いやー、注文はどうしような。
It's true. Magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact. Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
8時間後に。これ。
Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be... The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out more. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it. I might have. But in this case, it's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing...
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it.
But I never saw anyone during that...
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's straight. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides...
Plaisance was right. There's an entity live
creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts.
It's because she's in... Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work?
The jig is up. The she-demon time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointed. I'm glad we got this sorted out.
That's all she has to say on the subject. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to...
More or less. Are you interested in anyone?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to...
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar.
A bit of experiment in every... It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk... Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yeah, I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man, from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
You should have known it.
電気化学。お前、入ってるわけないだろ、サンドバッグに。
It's not really full of that. No one would store them.
Eventually, the coalition took away the fund. Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a...
What's this? Trust me.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have Yeah, don't. You mean Mr. Fabron?
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it.
Even you can probably do better than that.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until... The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin amalgam. And you know how all kinds of political movements are... And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies.
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from... Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending... Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business.
They were just a prop. Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about rope. They certainly took their work the usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get... Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historic.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, in the end they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been...
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is... What? The dice is black and filled with little silvery...
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative...
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the... And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you...
Sounds like she really didn't. Fritter does the same thing.
Employing Soki teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, eventually Ravishell ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents. Maybe. Because the taxidermist, he said that the bear was his vision beast. He said
Sounds cool.
Megatherion.
Scary. But...
Megatherion. A mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that by telling...
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream.
Little sparkling embers.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to... I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then...
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is my advice. Don't base your business on a fad.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
It can't be true. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company.
No, it was too real to be just. Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
いやー、これは低いな。おかんはダメだ。3%って。あ、スキルが。
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
どうなんだこのスキルは。
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd.
百科事典は経
Everyone
験
hates
値プ
them.
ラス10。
Even they
暗示減
hate
るの
themselves.
ん
It's
なんて答
nauseating.
え
An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest,
あ、でも経験
tax
値
evasion
増える
schemes.
のはいいな。
The wa-
このまま持っとくか。なんだっけ、あそ
Oh,
こ。
it's you again.
おかん、
Are you looking
お
for a
かん
die?
か。おかんは何も振ってないよな。おかんプラス1、お。おかんプラス1、よいしょ。マイナスはないかな。よし、これでどうだ。
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a
全
die?
然無理だ。まあ、ホワイトチェックだからやるだけとこ。
You feel
ああ、
nothing.
無理でした。
If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools.
結局、建物はみんな潰れただけということが分かりましたね。で、ろくな奴らがいないな。本屋のおばちゃんに教えてやらなきゃな。
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that that's a good question. Reality is the barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog for its master.
いやー、これはやばいな。17%。肉体装置を上げりゃいいのか。肉体装置が上がりそうな装備あったろう。もらった。これで少しは
The barbell waits patiently on the floor like a dog for its master.
お、やった。当たるもんだ、たまには。おりゃ
ー。Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage.
おお。
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head. Hey, but you're still in the ghost house.
Good technique.
No, it's just a memory from another life.
結局呪いも何も関係なかったな。そういうもんですよね。どれどれ。久しぶり。
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be a novelty dice maker. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones I don't understand. If it's not her...
Before you say anything, ask yourself the narrative she's built. She's squeezing on the pen. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The answer, to hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Wait, what? The entire economic system...
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
Another revolution? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. It's okay. You don't have to.
As she has to. If maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4...
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
経験値もらえた。本を買う必要あんの？
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Math. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you.
Oh.
Like, thanks for helping out. Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Yes, I better look... Right, I have to get back to my homework.
あれ、この帽子ってこの間あげちゃったやつもう一回もらえたんだ。よかった。百科事典。今の帽子どうだっけな。これ論理増えるんだよな。いや、百科事典マイナスつくからこれつけとこう。買うべき本とかあったのかな。あ、そうだ。お前旦那、いない。旦那死んじゃってるよって言おうと思ったら、ほら。ここにいたおばさんどこ行ったんだ？
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I help the citizens' militia on this fine day?
17% は無理だな。
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
28% か。平成が増えるものあるかな。あるじゃん。 もうちょい増えないかな。こんなもんか。これ3割ぐらいになるかな。
Vigilance officer, what can this old
42%いけんじゃね
do for you?
これや。
As Rennie turns from you to his partner,
66ですよ。
the medals on his chest rep too. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun. A crowned head in front of two crossed rifles. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest medal, a small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word. The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service.
For bravery. I'm sure, but I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies. Honor is everything.
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man...
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my...
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly
It was on the first months of the revolution. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one day. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and
Purple velvet tunic.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped...
It's painful to even think about. Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head.
Capitaine Arnoux,
when I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood. The Dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one. He didn't. I hoisted the prick on my back and started crawling. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jailless freak convinced he was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't have...
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. The old carabinier.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he and that even while crawling with...
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end... Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Outrun. Duty, bah! There were many such stories in those days.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girl.
I'm not getting into this with you.
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
低い。演劇はなんか5あるんだけどな。増やせないかな。演劇。ひどい服になる。演劇。ああ、かぶったな。さっきの1プラス1ならまあ一緒か。下がるものはないかな。2。いいね。お、なんだ。
You finally made it, haven't you? Where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating? That you are very dangerous, my friend.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Go low, go deep, go unconventional.
Sure, officer. Let's hear your... I'm not following you.
He'll get it.
だいぶなんか攻略法が分かってきた
Just continue. He's gonna be impressed. The man stares at you. Doesn't look like he's imagining it. The carabiner crosses his arms and spits in the crater.
You're talking about getting blackout shit for...
The lieutenant looks up from his notes and nods to the old carabiner.
How so, then?
His tone is like that of a drill sergeant addressing new recruits. The lieutenant sighs.
And I thought getting my knee shattered and surviving on that...
Extremely rigid principles this old soldier has. Don't leave room for a change of heart or back. The veteran of numerous armed conflicts extends his right arm with the setting sun. Flashes of bloody and terrible scenes of war. Men, all of this accompanied by a music.
Was there something else you wanted to take from us?
I don't think there was anything else he wanted, was there? You got the medal. Now.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer.
Vigilance officer? What can this all carry?
靴なんか持ってるもの、あ、これ。お、ああ、こうなんだね。かっこいいじゃん。
The purity of snow always
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia?
Alright, this is how we're gonna do it.
今日はついてる。
Like what, officer?
An array of delicious recipes flash. This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea.
Beautiful. Now bring it home.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer? I hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left. Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe?
サンドイッチをゲットした。インタラクトできるの？
The ham sandwich looks fresh and nutritious in your hand, begging to be.
I'll pass. Thanks.
When you hold something up long enough, some people are compelled to take it. Try it on the lieutenant.
Thank you, but no, I'm not. No.
The lieutenant nods.
I'm just not hungry, and therefore have little reason to take it. Camaraderie? Is it really necessary?
The bond between officers, partners, are paramount.
No, it's okay. Let's share it, okay? Sure. Time to go solve a murder investigation.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable. It's a sordid, filthy tale. Some secrets are better left uncovered. It occurs to you that you're not even. It smells like a dead sea creature. Tank, why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hand. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere.
見るんじゃなかった。
The library card is folded.
見忘れてるものがあるかな。
The note is written with a blue pencil.
大丈夫そうだな。
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
これは相変わらず低いな。えい。ですよね。
Why must we stop to look?
The girl is ignored.
ここは久々に入ってみるか。
The door is closed again. You hear someone inside.
そういうことはない。久々に来たけどなさそうだな。
A plaster cast, but honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
He was definitely controversial. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
The lieutenant raises a brow.
Thank you for sharing this wonderful... There aren't many communists around. Hold on a second. Is this why you broke in here? Sure it is. Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns. But it seems like... Oh, very well. Doesn't he have a birthmark right here? Then it's settled. You are not Krasma. Alright. But here's the big thing. Krasmasov looks Samaran. Good, so you're not him. Okay, you win. Big, why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmasov anyway? I think you have misunderstood who he was, but... if you say so. Whoever lives here, definitely... There aren't many communists around. Not after...
意外と戻ってくるとなんか話というか自分の中の思考が増えたりするね。
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. Some lunatic lost his mind. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She leaves an old lady to her business. More.
She mumbles some...
意外と見落としてんな。
There it is again. There's a sea brine mostly. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams. Ground beneath the inept. What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming grot, but then the unmistakable reek.
Everything in order, detective? There's a lot to take in, isn't there?
Without a doubt. Your politics, certainement. A precocious a chance to establish...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners. They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, this place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sad.
And what do you know about politics? Well, well.
Your olfactory department wants you to know that...
Sure. I know someone who'd look a right communist. Who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting. He might. No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable. A wicked grin, a laughing skull. Death hit.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once. Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little there, that was...
It's not the worst indignity you've suffered, the lieutenant. Needless.
Sounds like you're really serious. Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room, and these are poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. And you might just find them. Just that he's a real communist. Hold on. You didn't see Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but I wonder whether it might have something to do with that phrase Mañana mentioned overhearing. Of course you were, detective.
No, you weren't.
Guess this is what happens when that's enough. Off with you then.
なんだ、合言葉なんだろう。これはわからんな。これは入れないかな。このお嬢ちゃんの部屋だな。さすがに何もないよね。
In your hands, you hold 16. Indeed, the book is it would do that in Grad. You flip through the book. The pages are real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get the back cover is dominate. She can't be much older than in cold, detached prose. The Yugo Grad riots took place from 27 to as ethnic tensions run wild. A pair of young lovers. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? You've made the right life choices to...
ああ、そう、罠を調べるあったね。もうなんか増えたのか。あ、増えてるね。レベルアップか。普通のレベルアップつけるか。2のものはないよな、さすがにな。3。最近肉体装置でよし。勘で決めてる。まだいける。3のものを全部4にしよう。よし。この辺、まあ一般のまだ。
You're back. Good. What can I...
She reaches for the photo. For about half a minute.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body.
Her mouth is relaxed.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The point's not close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by... The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die. Quite a few. Read a fort.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Revachol. Those are the two constants. read it for.
The old world passing by.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor.
In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then,
That makes sense to me. We have no more use.
for all the boys looking for an adventure, a blood spatter on the
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I...
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out...
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I
love you did.
Fast, observantly.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
このエリアはあと南側だけだな。いや広いな。一周するだけで新しいことがあったりして大変だな。そういえば報告はいいのかな。見つけたとかそういう。
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, you know it? Are you sure that's the right number? Doesn't sound like... Well, I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have the... No. And I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Anything else? Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. Billy Majon, you said. Yes, hello, are you still there?
They're too poor to have a phone.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Oh.
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days... Marie? Marie? Yes, it was my colleague, Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband.
Good. You have a name now.
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him. Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Marie? She said it was an older man. Once, sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to the... Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see a...
あ、そうだ、しまった。そうだ、聞かなきゃ。助けを求めなきゃしたいの。北マルチ集合住宅20号室。もう一回戻れるな。ちょっと段取りを間違えたな。
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
イブラートクレア。イブラートクレアじゃなかった。あと20号室。どこが20号室なんだ一体。 こういうのの事実だな。共産主義者が集まるんだな。外から行くとこかな。
A weathered brown door. The number. Something smells good. The lieutenant motions to you. This is the door. You already know it's the right door.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear light footsteps.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done then. Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't. Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information.
The lieutenant motions towards.
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio. He gives you a short, encouraging.
The police. A moment, please give us a moment.
Tidying up.
Come in, the door is open.
あ、中に入るんだ。子供部屋か。
It's you from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something?
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind? No. This is something much worse.
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Whoa.
People got to eat? What is this about? How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. But it's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and... They came home later. The girls are staying at their...
She swallows visibly.
No. Vi, do you have any news? His old leather jacket. It's just your average brown leather jacket. Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's just to return a book of mine. Vi? Yes. Oh, it's in...
Central Gem...
I think, yes, if...
It is.
No. I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back. It shouldn't be long from now.
She folds her hands across her chest. Here it comes.
あら、下がりまくっちゃったな。共感を上げるもの。お、なんかもらったぞ。
Cop of the Apocalypse.
目視録刑事、かっこいい。
It's not fire. It's not ash.
上限が増えるだけか。共感を増やす装備を失敗したな、さっきの。雑談が多すぎた。共感。共感。マイナスじゃダメだ。 それで
She looks up, too anxious to say anything.
さっきのやらかしたのはなくなったな。頼む。
You've done
よしよしよ
this
しよし
before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
Great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in.
Oh. Oh. But he was just.
辛いの。
But he was just here.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just found him there. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with tears.
Here.
No, no. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them?
No. A day.
Good. That's probably the right. Just tell me, what do I need to do?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you. Thank you for telling me.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give.
We should step outside and talk. You did well. You did enough. Can't save the whole world.
Can't bring the dead back.
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. That's it. We should get back to our... They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live there.
Let's go.
This door is made of metal. No one answered.
Let's go.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. It's a thick under the graffiti. You know this to be the stuff. The church looks old and weather-worn. Around the large wooden building, you see chunk. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. It has given up all its... Your money disappears into... The curtains on the display open. The lenses shift. The ghost shot. It looks as if it was its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind. The little brave birch tree seems to wave.
Really?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
いやー、服があった方がな、結局着替えてスキルチェックしやすいんだろうな。多いに越したことはないんだな。
below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty. An Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. That's so cool, officer. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
概念か。装備でなんとかならんかな。あったあったあった。概念か。これもだ。よし、これならいけんだろ。よしよしよし。
Oh, very interesting choice, officer.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become alright, but these actually make your vision. Yes, but.
Wow, officer, you look, and they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps.
You look like a musician, like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
なるほど。電気価格増えたらしょうがないけど、内陸帝国増えるのは1個持っといた方がいいな。
Man who knows his style.
ね。
You see rows of toy soldiers. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the salted floor. All the old... What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense Zweihanders.
Welcome to Helm. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help.
Yoし、こっちの島の方はこれで一周とりあえずできたかな。あ、そうだ。あ、お風呂沸いた。あれだ。あいつにちょっかい出してみよう。傭兵に。この入れ墨を見せて。あとさ、このあれだね、カフェの中だね、バーの中だね。
Right to work. Right. Don't think so. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
渡しちゃダメな気がする。渡しちゃっていいのかな。
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it, hard as a stone. You see dead flesh.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth. There is
what it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking...
Banaito is one of the inhabited islands of...
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages.
Not with some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirit.
Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Fucking mask is getting sweaty.
He's under orders.
You bet it was.
お風呂が沸きましたの音楽が鳴ってしまった。
It's just nature. This guy, you say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place. Go ahead. All right now. Free comment!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin.
吊るされてたやつもクソ野郎ってことは分かったので収穫ですね。さああいつらと話してないけどどうなんだこいつなんだっけ。あ、こいつか。平成は4。
バイバイジョンダー。
平成フェスは対応できないかな。平成1個ぐらいしかくれないか。これ上がったりしない？
はい、現地だ。
ああ、6中か。
バイバイジョンダ。
お前は？
I've got nothing to say to you. Why?
あとはお前ら手伝えよ。
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the... You're not shitting me, Milan. We're getting to it. There have been complications. I would love to, but I'm busy I don't know. Oh my god, there's more. You want something more?
手伝ってくれそうにない。
It's you again. What is it?
よしよし。権威83。これはいけるだろう。待て。完璧を期すために。権威を盛ろう。権威。盛るものなかった。
It's you again. What is it?
このチャレンジだ。83% で負けることはないだろう。
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It...
Huh? You got a problem with beer?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for
They didn't see shit, man. Kids getting shot.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking.
So what? What do you want from...
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. If you don't, if you question her,
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Belongs.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her? You told her you want her.
大変なことになってる。
Yeah. Blonde.
まだ記録は大丈夫。
2 rooms over from me. Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
これはえらいことだな。マイナス点しかないじゃないか。もう常に負ける。これ勝ち目ないよな。どう考えても勝ち目ないな、これ。しょうがない。負けよう。
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast.
全然
Your fingers are
あれ
fidgeting
だな。
and sweat
傭兵じゃ
starts
なかった
forming
な
on your brow.
被害者だったな。まだ記録ある。
Nothing. We just have a few more questions.
Whatever you do, do not tell him you calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
I know her.
How well do you?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing.
Well enough, copper. We part.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscle...
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye did...
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just... Shut up, Angie.
Titus gives them... What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know. And what was up with the party she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped...
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some...
Okay, enough. All of this is a...
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
It would help if we established.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe?
Here you go, boss.
What do you think I meant? Yeah, we did them. What's that to you? No, we just fucked. That's all.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic.
You don't know her. Not the way I'd...
Okay, this turned out better than expected.
Remember what I said. Again? Seriously, man. Yeah, whatever.
なるほど。
Officer, what was that? Yes. Yes. The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
それはまあそうだね。
What you're saying is, you?
Ice is forming.
Then, don't ever. What else? Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday. Okay, that's manageable.
いやー、これだな。まさか初回のあれがここまで尾を引くとは。こんなところで。
Understood. What else did you do? We'll be all right, Lieutenant. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right. Is it though? Nothing. You're still.
よし。じゃあ、大変なことになっちゃいましたね。被害者の人が、まさか、最初にあった隣の部屋、一個隣の部屋の女性だとはということで、はい。では、まだまだ、話は広がりそうですが、今回の配信はこのぐらいにしておきたいと思います。チャンネル、まだ。よいしょ。終了。メインメニュー。セーブされるね。よし。じゃあ、チャンネル登録、高評価とかは特にいいので、